Perched high above the city of Baltimore, Maryland, from Magooby's Joke House, comes the tale of 5 brave adventurers and their intrepid audiomancer on a journey wrought with magic, mayhem, and dick jokes. For this is Laugh Finder.
Welcome to Laugh Finder!
Yeah, guys, welcome to Laugh Finder, Baltimore's premier Paizo-based comedy podcast. I'm Tommy Simpazzo. Yay! And I'll be playing Arcane, the living construct, with my trusty monkey familiar, Natty Bobo, and my big-ass bag of bones bitch, Obi! Twerk for daddy. Twerk for daddy. Oh, okay.
Oh, you got the drop.
I finally got the drop. I'm thinking about maybe we could trim off the first couple things of that, first couple beats, so I could get that drop more often. Because I suck in a dick for that drop.
Give it to him, Aaron.
Oh, okay. So for those of you watching, for those of you listening, Aaron will be voiced by Ben this week. Say hi, Ben. We'll get to your.
Ben.
Okay.
Oh my God! Look at how beautiful.
For
he
those
looks.
of you watching on YouTube, we have rigged up a very. Ben is doing the motion capture and voice work for a digital Aaron puppet. So it's basically Aaron. Oh, he's asleep.
Sorry, we bore you.
So it's pretty neat to look at. We'll be having fun with that. But speaking of fun, this week's guest. Now, you are you've acted?
I guess, sure.
And you're goddamn a great comedian.
I do what
Hell
I can,
yeah.
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jared Stern!
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we finally got you on.
Finally.
After months and months of needling you, yes,
Well,
finally.
you're one of my favorite. Hey, it's not me. Jim was booking the last season.
Yeah.
That's why I tell everybody. We're like, hey, can I get on? I was like, Jim was booking it. I don't know.
Yeah. He blackballed you.
No, but finally our schedules worked out where you can make, because you were supposed to come third season, but you couldn't. There was a traffic thing.
I guess
Get here?
something like that. Yeah. I mean, it's all the way up in, where are we now? Eldersburg?
Yeah, we're in Eldersburg.
Straight out of Eberg. In the dank basement of Eric Woodworth's home.
Hey, I paid $30 for that
Ooh,
tapestry.
Look how natural this looks.
I thought it was going to be bigger.
Wow.
Yeah.
We always do.
Jesus.
It's like it's a stone dungeon.
Yeah. Ooh, I took that from a creepy bed.
You're never getting out of here, children. Speaking of children, you have a puppy.
I do.
What's your puppy's name?
She is Winnie the Poodle.
Oh, how old's
Very
Winnie?
clever. Winnie is just over a year.
Oh,
And she's the most adorable. She's basically a Muppet that poops.
Pickle's the same way. Which I love that whenever you own a dog, the chances of you stepping in dog shit go up 150%.
Yeah.
Have you stepped in more dog shit now that you've owned a dog?
I actually know. We've been very lucky. She has not shit in the house quite as much, and the shit that she when we got her, we put her like in the dining room, which is on a white tiled floor. So there's a lot of contrast there. It's easier to spot the shit.
People walk by and I'm like, is that a Banksy?
But she's been so much better about going outside, and I got to tell you, there's the proud papa in me. There's nothing cooler than seeing your dog just go out there and do their business.
Yeah.
You know, it's you're like, you know what? I've never been happier to see a dog take
I feel
a
the
shit.
same way. I have a 13-year-old dog that you guys got to see on the way in here, and she has health problems from time to time. So every time she has a solid shit, I'm like, "You good
Yes,
girl.
right, good
You did a
girl.
goddamn good job tonight. You fucking batch."
The bar is very low for dogs, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I think this is recording. I hope, if not, I will animate that camera.
Okay.
I'm pretty
I like
sure.
that you've resigned yourself to just animating.
There's something's
going to
go wrong. Something's fucked up.
This isn't
right now
Magooby's.
that I
Don't bring that
see.
in here. Your bad mojo about bad mojo is creating the bad mojo. You got to stop
It is. We're gonna bring Sage into Magooby's and clear out.
Oh, you know what? Actually, we should have an exorcism for that guy that died in this haunted closet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll do that as bonus content.
Oh, well, it's actually okay. So We used to tell sometimes when we would hang out in the office, we would tell maybe one of the more midriffy bartenders that back when the place was like a fucking, it used to be like a John Deere. Yes, the one from your murder mystery posters.
Yes,
yeah. Anyway, we used to tell her that.
hottest one.
I know, geez, fuck that up. Anyway, we used to tell her that because it used to be like a John Deere showroom, and we used to tell her and some of the other bartenders that like a guy was crushed by a tractor, and that the closet was haunted in the kitchen, and they believed us.
And that guy,
Hell yeah.
that guy was Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. And whenever anyone tries to do something nerdy in there,
The
he
best part
sabotages it.
is every time we make noise, Aaron's face just goes,
and then he falls out.
Oh man,
that's so fire.
that is disturbing.
Maybe a little bit later I'll show you guys the puppets. Well, you'll see it on the Joe Robinson episode by the time this comes out.
Aaron is powerful now. This is the most powerful he's ever been. Oh, yeah!
Now, Jared, how long have you been doing comedy?
Long enough that I can't quit.
Yeah.
So Dorian was at my very first open mic.
Oh,
Back
At Winchester's.
Winchester's back in 2002.
Holy cats.
So yeah, 17 years. Long goddamn time.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you remember the time Mike Cookson threw another comic down the steps?
No.
I can
no,
imagine.
that
I
might have
can
been
see
right
that.
before my time.
That's awesome.
Was
But
that-
Mike Cookson has AIDS now, right?
Yes, actually, I was about to ask, was that comic the paraplegic woman that gave him AIDS? No. And that left him for her cousin?
His paraplegic wife
Yes. Was
had
cheating
sex
on him.
with another guy.
Her cousin.
Her cousin.
And gave him AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Which apparently, AIDS makes you a real cranky.
You got to think if there's at least one person you can raw dog, it's the paraplegic. Right?
You would think that, but no, she gave him the hit. Jesus.
I feel like if I would have remembered that. If
That's
I
a new
was there
thing.
for it.
That's a relatively new thing.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years.
That was one of his best bits.
Actually, he doesn't do
Just
stuff
throwing
on it.
comedians down the stairs.
He just
It was,
a hell of a
this
closer.
one-time open micer who said something.
Mickey stared fella.
Yeah. And then he yelled at them, "You're going to give me AIDS."
Yeah, and then but he was like, he started going back and forth with Mike Cookson.
Never.
It was my turn to go on stage. I took the mic.
Aaron
Mike
cannot believe this.
Cookson just sort of is making straight eye contact with the guy, hands me the mic, doesn't even look at me, and then just walks up, grabs the guy in a headlock, and just throws him
Oh,
down
wow.
the steps of Winchester.
Oh, no shit.
So I wasn't there for that, but I was at the Baltimore Comedy Factory when T-Rex beat the shit out of an audience
Oh
member
yeah. I had heard about that.
for heckling him. He was doing his Special Olympics bit at the end, which I had personally requested.
not cool.
Well,
and then he kicked his
But he was
ass.
like, yeah, that's. He was giving him the dead eyes, like that is not cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, he said, why don't you get off stage? And this was like right before he closed, and T-Rex got off. I was hosting that night. He handed me the mic, handed me his jacket, and then went tableside to the guy. And then the guy stood up. T-Rex gave him like 2 punches to the chest, one to the face, and then he's all into the MMA and shit.
Yeah,
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 T-Rex does MMA.
Yeah.
He did like a fucking triangle choke and took the guy into the audience, and then the security beat the shit out of this guy and threw him downstairs. And T-Rex had his blood on his shirt. It was
Jesus.
nuts.
And
yeah.
now
That guy
guy
never competed in the Special Olympics
no,
again.
no, that's when the guy started competing in the Special Olympics.
yeah.
T. Brad Hudson crippled him.
No, not T-Brad. T-Rex.
Oh, sorry, T-Rex Hudson.
T-Rex.
Oh, thank God he never did that character. Thank
T-Rex
God
Hudson.
T-Brad never cared. T-Brad, what are you wearing on your face? No, it's me, T-Rex Hudson.
Look at my dumb little arms.
Do you remember when Mike Turpin did Mike Turpin Seed?
Yes,
That was
God,
it
that's
was
my
Haywood
favorite.
Turpin Seed Jr. and that almost crossed a lot of very unfortunate lines. This is like LMB, and I'm just like, hey, this is.
LMBO.
It's like, hey, you know what? Honestly, because I think like one time he wanted to actually do the character in person.
Yeah, he wanted
in
to go to a
blackface.
Halloween party.
Yes, in blackface
Oh,
as
God.
Haywood as the character, and did not understand why people would be upset about that.
The biggest thing I loved about it is that people were confused about who could this be. I was like, what do you mean, who could this be? Do you mean the guy who looks like Mike Turpin
Yeah.
in the Turpin scene? God,
That was so fucking
that was a
weird.
good ass bit.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
care.
Happy
like
Chauffeur's
it.
still my favorite.
Happy Chauffeur is so good.
So
He pulled a
Jared-
gun
Did I
on
ever-
someone.
Did I ever tell you about Happy Chauffeur? The identity of him?
Whoa, are you going to reveal that on this podcast?
Well, he revealed it to Dave Chauffeur.
And Dave pulled a gun on him.
Yeah, it was
wait, so it
good.
was Mike Turpin?
No.
It was
Who was
fucking
it?
Dennis.
It's
Dennis
Petrov. Okay, so a local comedian now lives out in
California.
Dennis Petrov, who is most known for in the Maryland area as walking the biggest crowd I've ever seen at a Coco Lane ever. Okay, it's that's a different story. But he created a Twitter account called Happy Chauffeur, which was Happy Dave Chauffeur.
Dave
where he
Chauffeur,
would just-
local promoter.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Who has battled depression for many a year.
Yeah.
And posts about it.
Who we love. I need to be clear. I love.
Yeah, I
Dave
love
Chauffeur.
Dave.
No, you went his
Dave is
penis
great.
for Halloween.
But Dave
Yeah.
would even
I did maybe go to a Halloween costume as Dave Chauffeur's dick pic. Not a big deal.
Hold on.
But-
Listen, while we're on the topic of Dave Chauffeur's dick pic, it was not an unsolicited dick pic.
No, it was not.
The
No.
girl
No.
asked for him to send pictures of
And
his
he
dick.
sent 7.
And him, being the gentleman that he is, sent her one.
7.
Sent her 7. One of them including pre-cum.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Aaron's face. If you're watching the YouTube, he's just Aaron's face is just going the whole time. It's
Well,
so
this technology is very painful for this avatar.
It's so good. It's so good. By the way, if you're only enjoying the audio, you need to enjoy the visual of tonight's episode.
Kill me.
But yeah, so Dave.
Kill me now.
It's like the RoboCop 2s.
Dave was posting for weeks on end about how much he hated. He was just like, it's affecting my psyche, this Happy Chauffeur thing. I can't handle it. So Dennis Petrov came back to a Dave Chauffeur show that he got booked on when he came back during like a Christmas timey
Oh yeah.
time of the
It
year.
was at
yeah.
Red House Tavern or something, or that place.
Shit. I was
at that show.
It was in
Yeah.
Canton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely in Canton.
And,
Shit, was it Myth the Moonshine?
At the very
Myth the
end,
Moonshine.
It was Myth the Moonshine.
and then he was just like, I'm going to tell Dave I'm Happy Chauffeur. And I grabbed him. I was just like, wait a minute, you're Happy Chauffeur? Holy shit. Don't tell him. Do not tell him. That's actually the worst idea you can do. Just stop doing it and leave him alone. And he didn't listen. He was like, don't worry about it, man. I'm just going to tell him. And then he goes to tell Dave Chauffeur at the very end of the night. And Dave was apparently packing heat, and,
Yeah, Dave
and
had a
pulls
gun.
pulls a gun on him for calling when he
Holy
finds out that he
Christ.
was a Happy Chauffeur this
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah.
And it's true what they say about the first 48. If you don't catch him in that time frame, he goes on to produce more comedy shows and take pictures of local bands.
Oh God! But what a beautiful experience it all was.
So,
So, Jared.
Jared. So what would you say comedy-wise? What are some of your biggest comedy achievements?
Biggest comedy achievements. Well, most of my comedy achievements are largely bullshit. Because I know that back in 2013, I was named the best comedian in DC. By the readers of
By
the Washington,
Jared Stern's mom's magazine?
essentially. By the readers of the Washington City paper. It was a readers poll thing, but it's a completely. I just told people to vote for me, and it was an honor just to nominate myself.
Yeah. We wouldn't know what that's like. The Baltimore City Paper Best Podcast.
I will say though,
Second best.
one of the things that's been very very cool for me, because I grew up listening to this guy, and he's one of the reasons why I got into stand-up comedy. I've befriended Emo Phillips.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Barbarian star?
What's that?
Oh, I watched one of the Barbarian brothers. He's in this shitty movie, the two muscled up 80s dudes that I watched on Thursday.
Oh yeah, the
I
Barbarian.
just-
Barbarian. Yeah,
There's
Barbarian.
there's this the new TV that I got has it comes with its own channel, like its own channels. And one of the channels shows the Weird Al show, like blocks of the Weird Al show, and you can always hear Emo Phillips like voicing cartoons on a Fat Man episode or something. Yeah.
I got a chance to work with him at the Arlington Draft House a couple years ago, and he's just the nicest goddamn guy in the
I'm
world.
going to try to do an Emo Phillips impression.
Please.
Was he like, Jared, you're a very good comedian?
So the trick to the emo
Was that any good?
the trick to the Emo Phillips voice. I mean, and yes, it's very sing-songy,
Yeah.
but basically he just over articulates everything, and so that's where he kind of gets that.
Can you do it? Let's hear yours.
Are you scared to do Emo Phillips because he's your friend?
Well, I mean, I'm not.
Jared,
I'm not scared.
I was listening to your podcast episode, and I noticed you did an impression of. You know what? It's an autistic Bill Cosby, is what it is. An over-articulated Bill Cosby.
Pretty much.
I would like some Jello pudding. My brother Rudy.
I can't listen. I can't.
I'm just gonna do the rest of the episode like
Just
that.
don't.
As the people from the other side roll initiative.
Please tell me this is your
Hello,
character.
Bill Cosby. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I don't know if I can improve on what you're doing. So that's.
Jesus.
But yeah, he's.
Just go.
I work with
I
him.
can't,
Sleep.
I can't sleep.
He's just been super nice. I've had a chance to work with him a couple times. He got me backstage for the Weird Al the concert that came through town
God
just
damn it.
recently.
about a year ago. And yeah, he's just been super cool.
He sounds like a great guy. And if you're listening, Mr. Phillips, a huge fan ever since. No, seriously. In early days, I would catch his stuff on Comic Strip Live on Friday nights.
Sure. Oh,
And
God.
Fucking
I
loved-
love that show.
Yeah, loved Emo Phillips. And then you can always pick him out when he's in a Weird Al video. Like he's in All About the Pentiums. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in there. He's in the movie UHF. He
Yeah,
cuts
he-
off his finger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. And it keeps bleeding. It's a good bit. I love it.
It is.
I
It's a
love
solid
it.
bit. Yes.
It's my favorite Emo Phillips moment. I put it on the Mount Rushmore.
Now him,
Phillips.
my Weird Al related comedian Hall of Famers would be Emo Phillips, Judy Tenuta.
Judy
Yeah.
Tenuta,
Judy
right?
Tenuta.
He was married to Judy Tenuta.
He was
briefly.
married to Judy
Oh
Tenuta.
man, that's a sex tape. I kind of don't want to say. It was weird when she got her little fucking
Well, no,
lunchbox
I'm sorry.
imported.
Emo Phillips was. Not,
Yeah, that's
not
yeah.
Weird Al,
I used to think Weird Al was married to Vanna White.
Really?
Yeah, I did think.
Okay, how old are you?
This was last year. I
Oh,
found out.
all right,
I think you guys called me an idiot when I actually
Yeah,
pointed out.
yeah.
You know, Weird Al is married to Vanna White. And you guys are like, no, he's not.
Jesus.
That's
He's
Paige
just locked in a
Sajak.
closet with her. Of course.
He's married to fight promoter Dana White.
That makes the most sense.
He's married to Blanca. And speaking of Blanca, the Caucasian Blanca at the table, ladies and gentlemen, actor, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodward.
Oh, yeah, Daddy is feeling real good.
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
And I do know what hard times is. My name is Eric Woodworth. I'm going to be reprising my role as Big Flea. He's a gambler and a dubious scoundrel of the highest order. Available on LaughfinderPod.com's Teespring account. Check it out.
It's in the laundry basket behind
It
this
is.
curtain.
It's fresh and washed. It had its first wash.
Oh, nice.
So exciting news for me. I got two things to bring to the table. I'm not
Okay.
going to take up too much of our Laugh Finder time, but I had my weigh-in today. I've been in a weight loss competition since January.
And
Okay.
I lost. I
Yeah.
lost the weight loss competition.
because didn't that one guy like lose a kidney or something?
Well, the way it was set up, I feel like it was set up in a way for me to lose because we did it in 2 8-week intervals where he lost weight and then we reset and then he gained all his weight back and then lost it again in the next 8-week
That's
interval.
kind of bullshit.
bitch.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's bullshit right there.
Well,
That's-
I doubled down. I was like, I can beat him the second time. But in that week that we had off, he gained back his 20 pounds that he lost.
What?
So, I lost the second time around. But I can tell you that I've been keeping track since January 7th when I started a diet. I have now lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds. So, which is cumulatively more than fucking Andy ever has, that fucker.
Yeah,
So,
you've lost the equivalent weight of Brian's foreskin. You
Yeah.
know that, right?
I don't think you guys know how foreskins work.
So
I know that if you fall into a river, it'll drag you down.
I've gained,
Unless you blow air into it to make a flotation device.
I don't know why you think my foreskin is like fucking Felix the Cat's magic pad.
That was the original draft of
Yeah,
Felix.
no.
That was Felix with his foreskin of tricks.
By the way, I don't know why I got this fun imagery. Like, do you
Oh, no.
you know when like how they tell like Navy people like if a boat sinks, you're supposed to take your pants
Yeah,
off and
yeah.
blow them up? I just imagined fucking Brian taking his own foreskin and and like blowing it up to like balance ball levels.
Just blow into the red tube.
What if he keeps blowing into it and it just makes him fart?
and then I imagine him being saved, and then him not uninflating it, and then getting on the thing and using it like one of those little hoppy things.
I already used that Felix the Cat.
I
swear to God.
Jared, these are the people saving the world.
I swear to God, can we just get like just a foreskin doctor as a guest on here? Just
Sure, I'll animate him. Skype in. Oh, we can do that now. You just put a Skype person in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get a real doctor.
I don't know.
But,
A real doctor.
It's just see one of you guys in a fucking mustache being like, "My name is Dr. Edward Foreskin from the Foreskin."
And of course, I have 2 mustaches.
so that was my
We
exciting
just discovered
news.
5 skin.
You know what? I have another story. I'll save it for episode 2.
Okay.
I'll save
okay.
it for episode
Which
2.
I want to because now all of us have seen Endgame, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can talk a little bit about Endgame.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
Fucking-
into it.
It was amazing.
Oh my god!
It was pretty
fucking
good.
Loved it. It was just pretty good.
It wasn't as good as Infinity War for me, but it was.
You're off the
good.
fucking
I
show,
agree.
Jared.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
hear
you.
Not
Get
as
out.
good as Infinity War.
I hear you. But I love it. Had so much fan service. There was so
totally.
much shit that I wanted to see that happened.
It was all payoffs. I mean, they paid everything off. You know, it was that. Oh, also, should we do my intro or?
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of foreskin, a foreskin for justice in this world.
I prefer a foreskin of nature. Just a foreskin of nature, Brian
Writer,
Preston.
actor, comedian, and foreskin of nature, Brian Preston. Unmovable foreskin.
Well, actually, maybe it was irresistible foreskin.
Unstoppable that foreskin.
It's not a fucking juggernaut helmet, guys.
I feel like it should be fantastic foreskin.
That's the next shirt.
New shirt. New shirt.
Fantastic Mr. Foreskin.
Jesus.
I feel, I this is how I imagine the shirt. It'll be designed eventually, but it's gonna be like Thor trying to lift it, but he can't because he's not worthy. So
You do the 4, right? But the back end of the 4 kind of dangles.
I just feel like it'd be like just like a smoother thing.
Maybe Mr. Never mind.
Brian, what was your favorite part of?
My
Endgame?
favorite parts of Endgame? Probably Fat Thor, but I think the favorite moment I had in the movie is when Captain America just fucking wields Mjolnir.
Yeah.
And just
Oh,
starts
God.
whipping ass.
I think I told this the last episode. I grabbed a stranger during that part of the movie.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to somebody I didn't know, and I went like, for the YouTube listeners, I grabbed his shirt like this.
It's the second
And-
time you've stretched
Yeah,
out his
I don't
shirt.
care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's not my foreskin,
this is
Eric.
all my-
Not gonna snap back.
I bought it at Marshall's. It's really okay.
That's where Brian got his foreskin.
I wonder how Aaron's going to react to having a bear cone thrown up on him. Because spoilers, that will also happen. I predicted that just like I predicted the plot of Endgame.
But I also love the part when Thor catches Mjolnir and Cap catches Stormbreaker, and Thor was like, no, give me that one. You take the tiny one.
Oh god! Also, when Captain America fought Captain America,
Yeah,
in
that
the
was great.
past,
That
and he
was
was
great.
like, and then like Pat was like, I can do this all day. He's like, yeah, I know.
Honestly, somehow this was the Endgame is somehow the best Captain America movie. Can I say that? I mean, I
Yeah,
think
with-
it's better
with the
than Winter
exception-
Soldier.
Winter
right now.
I love Winter
Soldier.
Soldier.
No,
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
it's better.
I also loved when everything lined up to be another fucking slobber knocker in the elevator.
right?
And
Yeah.
then Cap was just like,
Yeah,
Hail Hydra.
Yeah,
And they just gave him the fucking case.
I popped hard for that.
yeah. There were a lot of great callbacks.
That
in
was
that
funny because he was like, "Hail Hydra," and one of them just looked at it like, "Really?"
Yeah, like,
Oh shit! Also,
we're gonna win, guys.
when he does, when he's like, Avengers Assemble.
Oh yeah.
Chills,
God.
and then also when Spider-Man is just fucking like enable instant kill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a kill.
And then so then with the trailer just dropped today of Spider-Man Far From Home, which basically takes into account the events of Endgame. And Nick Fury says that Mysterio is from the snaps created rips in our dimension, and Mysterio is from another
He's
from
a
a
liar.
multiverse.
Well, actually,
I
in
think
the
he's a
Spider-Man crossover event before the Secret Wars, when regular 616 Marvel Universe and the Ultimate Universe crossovers, actually, Ultimate Mysterio was the one that found the gateway between those two worlds. So it is tying in the comic book events into Spider-Man Far From Home. And of course, it's Mysterio, so he's a spoilers. He's probably evil.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's definitely evil.
probably. It's part of something that he's saying isn't going to add up. We
Yeah.
all know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's actually he was pretty tight to that, and then like that also. Ooh, wonder where some Miles. That's also you know who could also show up maybe in the movie.
Miles Morales?
Yes.
Okay.
I also like that.
Or Spider-Gwen.
They bring in.
Whoa, easy tag.
If you think about it, Jake Gyllenhaal is now also going to be Mysterio, and much like Chris Evans, he's got two Marvel characters because he's also Nightcrawler
Wait a minute.
Wait.
from the movie Nightcrawler. I'm sorry, hey guys, look,
Cool.
you see what I did? I made a reference there. Tommy got real excited.
you all right
He was
there?
real
No,
when you
excited.
said it and I realized what you were saying, I was like,
I thought to myself, I missed Jim.
Don't say things you can't take back.
And speaking of taking back, ladies and gentlemen, the computer-generated man who's taking back his time, he's so grumpy. Ladies and gentlemen, the digital Aaron Hinken. You got to do that whole thing. Hey, everybody.
Hey, I am Aaron Hinken. I love Azathoth.
This is what it feels like when you guys impersonate me. By the way, this is what it's like.
Tell us about your character, Aaron.
NPR.
Could you be more Aaron-y? Could you be more Aaron-y?
I play Wilhelm Mordecus.
There you
I love drugs. I used to be an alcoholic. I'm not now.
Have you just been?
NPR.
Is this Mike Judge's version?
I caught you boys whacking in Hasselhoff's camper.
Ben, do you pay attention
I'll
to
be
the
honest,
show?
I didn't practice Aaron a lot this week.
Oh wait, shit. And I'm playing Holy John.
Oh, Dermot.
The voice you hear that's puppeting Aaron, ladies and gentlemen, the best audiomancer in the biz, Mr. Ben Hansen.
Fuck yeah, Ben.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Good drop.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, it's long. It's a
Bang
long.
it.
It's all right. It's all right. At least you get to hear your drop. And sitting behind the Laugh Finder trifold, actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Hello, my name is Dorian Gray. I am your GM, your ally and antagonist for this adventure. So why don't we get started?
I guess you want me to take it?
This week, Tommy will do the recap.
No, do it like that. I think that's better.
I don't remember.
Okay. Last week on Laugh Finder, we made our way through the cursed library and found a book about the golden chalice. We also found a room that was littered with magic items. All of us got some pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
We then made our way back outside, where we found our old friend Pendrick the dwarf, with his head ripped off and put on a spike. But for some reason, Dorian made us roll a perception check to see if we realized that his head was on a stick now.
Oh,
And guess what? We failed. We confided all of our darkest secrets into this disembodied head that had been impaled on a stick. Arcane called him his best friend. But then, once we realized, we found traces that it was the sea hag that had been troubling us this season.
That's problematic.
We then made our way back to Pendrick's house to rest and recoup. And now here's Game Master Dorian.
All right. When we last left off, you had taken refuge in the now deceased Pendrick's estate while you're in the Stormlands. So there's gale force winds.
We now call this place the Calzone Coochie Condo.
But you have shelter. You have a way to come in out of the cold. There's a fire crackling in the fireplace. And it is at that point that one of your number goes through a startling change. He melts. His bones start to strengthen, lengthen and shorten. Colors and hues start to change. Features start to bubble. And Ren Talshu has taken yet another form.
All right, so this is the best thing I could come up with. basically I'm a prop jester with my giant mallet melon crusher.
Ah, yes.
And what's your name? What do you go by?
Galagus.
Galagus.
Galagus 2. Sorry, Galagus 2.
Awesome. You can't perform any gesturing on the other side of the Mississippi.
Right.
So this happens, and you see this powerful prop jester with his magical mallet crackling with energy. And this would be disturbing to people who don't know him. But you've seen him take so many other forms, and you're like, oh, well, that's happening again.
Oh, great. Well, now we got a prop guy joining us this week.
Finally,
Great.
some levity.
Hey, guys, give it up for the troops, okay?
Next time, I hope to entertain our troops.
I'm the guy that gets it.
So you hear a doop, 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 doop on the door.
Wow, Ben, turn that down.
Guys, I think someone's at the door. I'm gonna go over and
It's
answer
a
it.
traveling beatboxer.
It's obviously a cop knock. Or Jehovah's Witnesses.
Wind up the window.
I go over to the door. I'm like, I'm sorry, we already have all the Encyclopedia Britannicas. We don't need your services, sir.
Odd company, open the door.
Obi, go open the door.
Oh, wait. What's the magic word?
I'm gonna die.
It's please, but okay, open the door.
This guy has no manners.
You open the door, and he opens it. Ah!
Obi, stroke him lovingly.
No, Obi, don't.
Put on
It's-
his cuddling mittens.
It is a member of the town guard from Red Point. He's like, I ran here as fast as I could.
Wow.
You need to work on your cardio.
Are you from Kenya?
He says, Red Point, there's, and he slumps down, and as he falls over, you see like huge raking claw marks in his back, and the back of his head looks partially burned, like one of his ears is gone.
Oh,
Well, it looked like somebody opted for the happy ending.
yeah, did he just come and die?
Did someone fart, by the way?
No. Oh,
I
wait.
don't know. It smells powerful, though. It's probably the dog.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's the dog.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't believe it wasn't you.
Wilhelm, heal him.
I cast Cure Light Wounds.
Do these look like white light wounds?
I don't think it's
Give,
gonna, like,
give
heavy
me a heal
wounds.
check.
Cure light boo-boos.
Why don't you just kiss him on his massive gashes?
Wilhelm takes out like a baby aspirin and just like sprinkles it into his back
I'm gonna,
cuts. Like,
I'm gonna rub some dirt and leaves in it.
16.
A 16 on a heal check?
Yes.
You go to cure light wounds him, and you can't help but notice that he's all kinds of dead.
Oh, you know what? We could talk to him.
So are
yeah,
the
let's
wounds
talk to
cured
this
then,
dead ass
or-
motherfucker.
Yeah, do you want me to speak with this dead guy? We got our spells and shit. So.
Can I do a
Hold on.
ventriloquism check?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you want to necromancy his ass?
I need a specific gem
Oh,
to do any real necromancy.
okay. Well,
Tell me what gems you need.
I need black gems, like
Does it-
onyx
do-
gems.
Okay, all right.
why is Wilhelm
Good
so
to
shocked
know.
by that?
Yeah, so,
Yeah, let's you know what? Actually, I'll talk to him.
okay.
I mean, because Wilhelm could also. But
I mean, we didn't rig this up for nothing.
all right, Wilhelm, why don't you go talk to undead?
All right. Do I have to roll for that?
I mean, he's on our alignment, so I don't think so.
Yeah. He. You only have to roll for it if he's resisting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he can resist.
What do I
Well,
get?
his
4?
spirit can resist being
Oh.
talked to.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to tell us his secret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Just- You see sort of what looked like when the Hulk came after the Ancient One in Avengers Endgame.
Hey, spoilers.
Just and you see sort of a mist-like representation of him rise from the corpse.
Oh my God! Look at that
And I
mist
believe
that looks
that
just
you
like
get to
him.
ask him 3 questions.
Well, definitely.
check.
What's
I think actually
going
you
on
get
with
that
Riddle
Red
me
Point?
these questions
I think
three.
at base you can ask him 3 questions, and then
Ask him if the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four will be in stage 4.
Wilhelm
of
is
Marvel
level 9.
We're all level 9.
Oh.
though.
And what's your deity while we're doing this?
It's Azathoth, real good guy. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he's the healer of all.
Okay. He can actually ask one. He can actually ask 4 because he can ask 1 question per 2 caster levels.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happened in Red Point?
Or what were you coming to tell us?
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's probably what he was.
Now we're like, well, it went last Wednesday.
I was getting some peanuts.
Oh, if you have any questions left over, I would like to ask you, mad bro.
Have you seen those shirts that say "Come in me, bro"?
I did. Yes. I saw them on your Facebook. And
He says, "Is it what happens at Red Point?" He says,
Stays in red.
Red Point.
Curses.
"Creatures, strange creatures accumulating around the amber glow. Strange creatures did this to me."
That's good.
Well, as a one of the member of a group of strange creatures,
Yeah.
I find that highly offensive. That's our word, bro.
Yeah, no.
You can't use the C word.
It's weird when you were chanting "strange creatures won't replace us."
That's one question.
Okay, one question. That's
Hey,
basically all we need to know. We
Ask
gotta
him
head
if he
back
had
to
any
Red-
cool stuff for us.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, ask him if he brought any.
Oh wait,
Wilhelm. Ask him if he brought us anything to help in our fight.
Did you bring us anything to help in our fight?
No, we were a group of 5, and I was the
What about
last
the other
one to
4?
survive.
They're dead.
Oh,
That doesn't count as one of our questions.
Stop.
That's not a question.
Any tips and tricks on defeating these creatures?
Any
Sounds good.
any pointers on? Are we doing that one?
Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything-
Galagus has a good question.
I don't think you'd be an expert on how to defeat these things.
Yeah.
Well, you would know what
He seems to
doesn't
suck.
work.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you seen? Did you see anyone? Ask him if he saw anyone kill one of the creatures.
Did you see anybody?
And what they do? How
Yeah.
did they do?
Hey, did you see anybody kill / how did they kill? That's
Oh wait,
one.
no.
That's
Actually, I would
one.
say. Never mind. Forget that.
That,
counts as one.
that still counts as one.
Quit being a question Nazi dead guy.
It says, yes, they don't react well to cold.
All right then.
So we should bring my ex-wife.
thing Good thing I got this pack of Coors Light, Daddy.
I got some icy hot. I have these winter mints.
Before we gauge in battle, bite into this York peppermint patty.
Do you see that meme where it's a picture of Darth Maul next to the Night
Yes.
King, and it's like the Night King is just Darth Maul after he chewed some cool gum.
They both go out like bitches.
Yeah,
All right, so I think that was
that was 3.
That's
3.
enough. That's
That's
enough.
enough.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. You mad, bro?
There it is.
no.
you
I'm
met
at peace.
Okay, good.
Good.
All right.
He died doing what he loved, being mauled by creatures. Is your headphones bad? We got the replacement pair.
No, I just unplugged it
Oh,
with my
okay.
foot. I did a really good job.
Nice.
All right, so the gale is getting stronger.
Before
and-
we start, I want to take that I found a very large pearl that lets me change elemental effects of spells.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh guys, and I give it to Bobo, the monkey, and he like crawls up me and goes to my forearm, my left forearm, and puts it in a port on my right forearm.
Okay.
And much the same way that the Infinity Stones were absorbed into Tony's armor, the armor accommodates the pearl and kind of recesses
and,
it.
and it kind of like incorporates
Yeah,
it.
and then I say, I am some sort of metal man.
At this point, the house is starting to strain and crack under the force of the storm.
Wow, what great timing.
I need a survival roll from each of you.
Good
Well,
lord.
I got good survival.
I just got
skills.
here. 18.
It'll be plus whatever your survival score.
Survival. I have a 0 for survival.
So
I got
18.
18.
25 for survival.
I also have an 18.
26.
And then Wilhelm is asleep.
Wilhelm can't be bothered.
All
right
those
now.
little heroin naps.
Yeah.
Got an 8.
Wow, you woke up angry.
Go ahead.
Go back
and
to
turn that
sleep.
screen
Oh,
off.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh, shoot.
All right.
You struck down.
Well, I have good news. You needed an average of 20,
Okay.
and the rest of you cushioned his 8 enough that you prevent the house, you're tending lots of different fires, but you prevent the house from literally being ripped off and exposing you, and you prevent the house from literally crashing down onto you. You do
That's
enough to
good.
prevent it.
Should we get out of here? I mean,
Yeah.
we shouldn't leave this.
No,
house,
not
right?
during this massive storm.
What if? Is there a cellar we can go in?
That's a good question.
Perception check?
I'm perceptive
Yes.
as fuck.
Oh, you need to stomp on the floor. If it sounds hollow, there's a cellar.
I'm pretty perceptive too, though, bro.
Yeah, you also look,
I got
because
a
I rolled a
15.
shit. I also
21.
15. I actually had
What?
a shit roll on this one.
21 perception.
So while you all are talking about whether or not to look for a room, Galagus sees a fake stone in the floor that looks suspicious.
And he's like,
in that
let's
it
smash
has,
it with this smash-o-matic.
Sounds good. Yeah.
You guys remember the 60s?
You ever noticed how some stones and floors are fake? In my rider, you have to give me an ounce of weed. That's a real thing Gallagher
Oh.
used to have.
No shit. I mean,
you have to break the law in his rider.
Yeah.
just an ounce of weed now, though, is going to be so much better. Never mind.
So what they said, I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
Okay.
It's like Mario. He hits the fake stone and ounces of weed come out.
You hit it, and this stone is actually a painted bit of wood,
Okay.
and so it caves in under your massive prop hammer.
Oh, it looks like something a sexy Harlequin would wear.
And what do I find underneath?
You find
The broken device to open the...
you find a stairway leading down into darkness.
Hey guys,
Yeah?
darkness.
I know it's something dark.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Oh, wait. Chris's blood.
Does anyone have knowledge nature?
Nature.
No.
I have a 0.
That's a no.
Yeah, I know about like planes and religion and shit, but not nature.
Okay, so there's a room, and you see lots of like barrels of like dried meat, and like supplies, and basically someone who was living in exile, who thought he might have to be holed up for a while, and you just see a large accumulation of like food and rations.
I think this guy
and
was
provision.
a doomsday hoarder.
But that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Does he have any flasks of lamp oil?
He does.
I want to. How many does he have?
Maybe about 6.
I want to take all 6 flasks of lamp oil and put them in my bag.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's super flammable.
I like that you say that as you're putting this. Is so
Like,
flammable.
Sick,
This won't
dude.
backfire at all.
Oh man, that's gonna go up good.
all right. So you stay the night.
Can you
The
fill Opie's bones with it?
the storm
Oh,
lasts just about all day, and then in the evening it starts to dissipate finally, and you are ready
Oh.
to travel.
Nice audio manson, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
You are ready to travel. Should you feel the need to?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
I'd say we just live out new lives here.
Are we all rested up and back up to hit points and stuff
Yeah,
like
we're
that
golden.
now?
We've been here
Yes.
for a day,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
Did Pendrick have a library or of any books or anything?
Yes, he did.
Can I look for one? I want to see if I can find any information on sea hags.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
Okay, come
on,
guys. Wish high for me. Perception. There's my eyeball. Duh. Okay, 13 plus 8.
21.
21.
Yes. You don't find a monster manual per se, But you do
What
find
the fuck is hit dice?
yeah, you do find a journal of someone else's travels.
Okay.
Do you speak Draconic?
I know I speak a couple languages.
Is it knowledge local?
It most certainly is not.
Let's see. Languages. No, I speak common.
Okay, there are plenty of people in Red Point
Okay.
that speak Draconic.
Okay.
All right. Are there erotic lithographs of sea hags in this book?
Well, the question is which one?
Awesome.
The entire library is just erotic lithographs.
This is just his porn stash. It's a draconic sea hag porn stash.
We look over at me and they're like, I actually just read it for the letters.
I can only make out the title of this pamphlet. It's called Big Hags.
2 sea hags, 1 chalice.
I'm noticing these pages are stuck together. I'm going to rub them and then lick my finger.
Jizz biography. You just made me write down jizz.
No one makes you write down jizz.
I was saying that to my brain.
Okay.
So by the time you get
Old
back
jizz brain
to Red Point, what is the time?
It says 19 minutes.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
we got time.
Okay, good. By the time you get back to Red Point, which is the kingdom that that the Odd Company is the heroes of, things are like sort of in chaos. The amber glow has almost gotten to the point where it is encroaching on the wall. All of Red Point's guards are like aligned on the wall with spears and axes and bows. By the time you get back, it's dark again, and you start to see these shadows with glowing eyes. And by shadows, I don't mean like literal undead shadows.
Yeah.
But just like these things moving in the darkness in the woods near, surrounding the amber glow and looking toward Red Point. Lady Marigold, she sees you, and she says, we have to talk something. There are some pressing matters that need attending.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this sea hag smut rag I found?
He's like,
I hold it open to like the sea hag centerfold. Ooh, Kathy Ireland hag.
Ooh, look at those 9 titties.
he says, so we have
I'm only thinking horrible.
we have a situation.
It's a copy of Hag Show.
Yeah.
I think that's her birth canal. Sorry.
Says the amber substance is about to make contact with our wall. Those creatures have already attacked a few of us, and we think that they're accumulating for some very big push.
Well, we found information out about the amber glow.
Yes, but we have more pressing matters than the amber glow.
Oh.
Volo Brenmeyer saw this as his opportunity. So on the other side of Red
And
Point,
why he's nodding, and he's like waving behind his back to Obi, like, I forgot, get the fuck out of this city.
Volo Brenmeyer has captured some of the farms on the other side of the wall and is holding Red Point's food hostage.
What a dick.
He
Did he say why?
Did he say? he's
Yes.
Like, and if nobody comes to my demands, I'm gonna kill one of the hostages every single hour.
Release the Asian Dawn.
He just has a sword to like a corn cob's neck, like
He says he's looking for his brother's body.
Oh.
That's weird.
That sounds a little gay.
Aaron, tell us a surprise.
He says they said he's looking for his brother's body, and he's withholding much of the food from Red Point until he finds information leading to it.
Well, who's his brother?
Nobody?
It's certainly not the skeleton that's traveling with us.
Oh.
we don't talk about that guy.
Yeah.
Stay
He says,
on the undead A.
He says,
Guy
I just
A.
got here.
I don't speak pig Latin. I only speak
Lady
common.
Marigold
I don't
says,
think we can use that kind of Latin on this show anymore.
It's not space pig Latin.
But she says, well, I anticipated sort of a siege situation coming from the Amber Glow. I didn't expect the Volo Brenmeyer thing. So I ordered a large shipment of food to come here in preparation for a siege against the Amber Glow. If we can get our hands on it, it will buy us some time until we figure out how to meet his demands. But the merchant doesn't know anything about this, and his path is going to take him directly through the territory that Volo Brenmeyer.
Okay. I'll make a deal with you. I'll give her the journal, and I'm like, well, we'll go deal with that if you can find someone that can translate this into common or a book on tape. Do you have someone that does book translation podcasts?
She says,
Whoa.
I know just the
What was
person.
that noise?
She says, Barsul, some of his associates, they have a plan, but they're gonna need some backup.
Okay.
They're sneaky, but they don't have the power, the collective power that you all do.
Well, not only do we have the touch, we
have the power.
He says,
and I take sunglasses off of my blank face.
and says, Volo was smart. He knows that if we send a large force after him, that might give the creatures surrounding the Amber Glow the chance they need to strike, and he knows that we can't take that risk. So,
I guess we're a small force.
yes.
If we only knew a small force of men that could go and take down this dubious scoundrel.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go to...
Oh, one last thing.
Yeah.
He has threatened that if anyone moves against him, he will burn all of the farms, which will do real lasting damage. So this is a covert operation. What they want to do is get the merchant caravan's food somehow past Volo Brenmeyer's forces without him knowing. Or if you encounter any of them, maybe scout patrols or anything, make sure that they don't survive.
I assure you, nothing is more stealthy than, me, this giant skeleton over here, this faceless abomination, Black Gallagher, and Dusty Rhodes.
Is he black?
Black Gallagher.
No, it's just an old Chappelle Show bit that I happen to love.
I'm wearing pink and black overalls right now. I'm ready for stealth missions.
Yes.
All right, so
And this screaming junkie magician.
screaming chunky magician. So on the other side of town, you meet this rail-thin, prominently nosed young man.
Oh, a nose of prominence.
Yes, he says,
My people.
And it's Jared. His name is Jaredicus Sternicles.
he says, hey, nice to meet you. They call me Eyeball.
What?
They probably should have picked a different one for that.
Yeah.
Guys, I can't stop staring at his eyes since he said that.
I don't know why they would call you Eyeball. Why do they call you Eyeball?
I feel like one's looking at us and
Surely
one's
you
looking
knows.
at you.
He says, I once stole a rich man's fake eye while he was asleep.
Oh.
Okay.
Think about trading out for that schnoz?
Are you Igor from Persona? None of you guys are getting that right.
Hey, you want to steal stuff with us?
I think you just stole my heart.
So, he leans in close. And he goes, listen, I'm not sure whether all the ears around us are safe, so why don't we head outside of town now? My boys are out there.
What do you mean all the ears
Shut
ain't
Jesus,
safe?
Jesus.
He's like,
Sorry, I'm not good at stealth. It's very low thing on my
oh
skills.
yeah, this will go great then.
I'm so sorry.
He
You're pretty
says,
good at stealth.
He says, "Yeah, let's get out of town." He says, "The first thing we need to do is we need to get in contact with that merchant caravan before it gets here, because he has no idea what he's coming into."
Wait a minute. What's this? What is your name, you scoundrel?
My name is Eyeball.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot.
remember?
I've already forgot. I can't
That was
stop
like 2
staring at his
seconds
eye.
ago.
I can't stop staring at his eye the whole
That's
time.
he just.
Is it one of his eyes lazy?
We're gonna put it.
Who's he talking?
He's like Mad Eye Moody.
One's looking at me and one's looking out for the fuzz.
So he goes, he leads you all out the other side of town, because on one side there's the amber glow. There's like this amber glow that is growing in territory
I
and
kind of
size.
figured. Yeah.
And on the other side, there is a group of mercenaries, hardened, grizzled mercenaries that have sort of entrenched themselves.
Boys, those guys look grizzled. I can see it in their eyes.
At
They haven't
this
shaved in
point-
weeks.
He says, "All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have to circumvent them around the wooded areas. They'll be looking for us, though."
What if we just go around?
Yeah, yes, that too.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I've never had sex with another man. Can we circumvent? Can you do the circumventing?
That's not what that means.
I don't think you know what you're saying.
I'm not sure.
I'm circumvented.
I barely know the common language.
We never
here.
should have gotten you those vaccines.
All right. At this point,
We're fully rested and everything, right?
You are. And I will need another survival roll from you with a -4.
Jesus.
Crap. 9.
26.
Let's see.
Damn, we're about to get fucked, boys.
14.
I rolled a. You said -4. I rolled a 10.
Oh, I'm a 10 as well.
Oh, that's
Just
nice.
kidding.
You said -4. I have a +1. I rolled a 5.
Oh, good. I'm glad
I
I'm
got
not
a
the worst of it.
-4.
By the way, I have a +12, so that's how bad I rolled.
26,
Survival
guys.
check.
26.
I
What
have
does
a
it average
2.
out to?
I have a 2.
We all hide behind him.
Well, we got 10 minutes left. So
Prepare for battle, boys.
Is this podcast not going to be called
Where-
The Adventures of Holy John?
Put your figures out.
Right.
So when the survival
So-
check happened, did both my guns just go off in my pockets
But
immediately?
they were your firework guns. They're like, "Da-na-na-na-na-na-na."
happy birthday!
I'm trying to turn it off like my alarm every morning. Like, I can't find the fucking button on my phone.
Can you put those out there for me?
Yeah.
While we're doing this, I want to thank the great guys at Black Spire Studios for painting our miniatures, and for the guys at Black Mariah Designs, my buddy Sean Lang, for painting Big Slee, Aaron's guy. So if you got some gray figures on your table, get that shit out of there and go check out Black Spire. And if you need terrain for all your gaming needs, check out Black Mariah Designs at blackmariahdesigns.com.
Get it in you. Can we still get it in you?
Yeah, no, we own
Yeah,
Get It
yeah.
In You.
We own
we
Get It In
we own Get It In You.
We just don't own Sandra Bullock's vagina.
No one owns Sandra Bullock's vagina.
Except for Channing Tatum. Am
It's a
I
lease
right?
with an option to buy.
What, my close personal friend Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
You know
Are
what?
you friends with Channing Tatum?
You know what? Well,
He
that's
has-
We've never heard this story before, Brian.
Oh, you know what? That'll be my story next week. Tune in next week to hear my very not interesting story about the time I met Channing Tatum.
Oh, I'm excited about it, actually. I like to call him John Cena Light.
I call him Channing Tate Yum.
All right,
Still live in the movie.
Just want to point out, we probably shouldn't get into combat because we have 5 minutes left in the episode.
Let's
Okay.
stage the
Okay.
combat.
well, roll initiative.
Ah, yeah, we're in combat, baby.
Damn it.
Wait a minute, is this guy on too?
Oh, shit.
Which dice is initiative?
Natural 20!
Oh, just 20?
So 26.
And I rolled a 9 because I critical failed mine.
26.
I got a fucking 8.
I also got an 8.
All right, I should go before him.
How did I crit fail and I have a 9?
Well,
I have a 6. So
modifier. Yeah, we all
I'm
rolled
going last.
Pretty shit.
My glove gave me
Does
an
Aaron
extra
not have
2.
any an initiative modifier?
He has no initiative.
No.
bonus.
Super.
I'm going to attack you in the
it's-
next episode.
Now remember, Eric, you have your magic item.
The glove is part of that. So yes, the glove is the only thing that got me
Okay.
to a 9.
So it is Arcane's turn first. You were trying to circumvent, but they had scouting parties. Some of their more junior, less seasoned members of the mercenary company. They stumble into you pretty much dumb luck. And two of them draw their weapons in advance. They tell the third one to run back to the camp.
Okay. I guess what I'm going to do then is I got Bobo on my shoulder. I'm going to web the guy that's running.
Okay.
And then I'll have Bobo. God, I gotta turn this on and take a picture of it. Did I didn't charge these.
And what is the range on a web?
My web range. Web range is
this is you, Gallagher.
100 feet plus 10 feet per level, so 190 feet.
Okay.
Wow.
And it's got a radius of 20 feet,
Okay.
and it'll last for 10 minutes a spell, so hour
Okay.
and a half.
And what's the difficulty on that? Is that a
I
reflex?
think it's a straight up. Web is anyone that must make a reflex save. If this save succeeds, the creature inside the web, but is otherwise unaffected. If they fail, the creature gains a grappled condition. The DC on my spell is 17.
Very exciting. Calculations are being made.
It doesn't work?
No, it does.
Oh, okay.
I was saying nope, he doesn't escape.
Oh, okay.
That would be this guy right here. The guy farthest from you.
Okay.
Oh.
Next is one draws his bow and expertly fires at Holy John.
Uh-oh. Holy John, now you're getting shot with a bolt in your big fat chest.
Oh, Jesus. Why is your chest fat?
I don't know. I need an extra syllable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could have got a big fat face.
Holy John would like to roll for body dysmorphia now.
What's your...
That's my favorite Holy John, though. Is Fat Holy John.
No. Stop saying I look like melted ice cream.
All right. That's a hit.
4.
Wait, I meant to do. I was trying to get this to run. I wanted to web him and then shoot at the. Bobo was going to use that rod to shoot at the other two with that random, whatever that spell thing does, changes by the phases of the moon.
Okay. Right now, it should be still magic missile.
Okay, then I'm going to magic missile one to each of those guys.
Yeah, no, I always hate that stuff. It's like, oh, cool, the moon is Mercury's in retrograde, which means I can be a total bitch now.
All right, so that guy takes 6 and that guy takes 4.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Doing damage, boys. I like it.
This is... you took 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, wait. Hold on, I have an idea.
You take...
Don't kill the webbed one.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. You take 10.
Ooh, okay. Is that a marker?
The bag. I don't have the bag.
Okay.
Next is Big Slee's turn.
It's okay. I can
Big
remember.
Slee Daddy! Big Slee is going to move into tactical range on this fool right here. And I'm going to go use up close and deadly and roll for my 2 attacks. So, first attack, we're going to go... Ooh, 28.
To hit?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
And roll number 2, 15.
That's a miss.
Okay, I hit with 1. this right quick. Roll for damage. We got 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, I did 6 damage.
What is that? Is that
Wait, where's fucking who's it?
That's
me.
That's him. And
Oh, that's
that's Obi and your boy right there.
I thought we had a different.
Well, I just threw out because nothing else was out there.
All right.
Now you have a good one.
Fantastic.
Next is Evil's turn. And it's going to go.
Oh, did you
God!
Did you read that article I sent you about how to stat out your gunslinger to do man
Clearly
damage?
not by the level of damage I did. I read nothing between now and then.
Really?
I saw that you sent it to me though.
Okay.
I was like, that looks important, and I did not.
Yeah, if you
sorry.
read up on it, it tells you how to stat out your guys. So you can basically get like 8 attacks per round.
Well, I
right.
should probably
So,
read it. It's my guy.
he expertly draws 2 short swords and hits you with both.
Oh, those swords are so short.
So you take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
Okay. Dude, my hit points right now?
69.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
No, they're 420, bro. What were you thinking?
The web one tries to shoot from where he is, and he's going to shoot at Arcane.
Oh no! That's a crit.
But not yet, because you're a construct, right?
Yes, I get a. I believe it is a 20% chance or 10%.
Go ahead and roll percentile dice for me.
Let me double check. I know I wrote it on here. Here's the sheet. Where's my? I don't know where anything is. Touch attack. Fortified. 25% to negate a critical hit.
Okay.
Okay, come on. These Cthulhu dice. That's a 91.
I'll just confirm here.
Bum, bum, bum,
21.
Okay.
Wow.
Deuce Uno.
How did he crit? What did he do?
Oh, he whipped out a crossbow.
Oh, okay.
He can't move, though. Next is Wilhelm.
Wilhelm Morticus.
Can't really see. Nobody's hurt yet.
You're
Yeah,
over
no,
on
a
the,
bunch of us are
you're
hurt.
over on the far left.
Who is? Well, I can do the wave of healing, right?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
you
I
should-
don't think you should
Yeah.
waste it yet.
No,
Okay.
you
I
should
think
fuck
use
these
like
other-
screaming flames.
Yeah. Then I'll
or
use
fireball
screaming
or
yeah, fire. What's the?
just
new
use a
one?
screaming
doesn't
flame.
have a
He doesn't.
fireball.
Okay.
yeah,
Flame
Firewall.
strike?
Flame strike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flame strike. That's what I'm thinking. Of.
Yeah. So we're not attacking the guy that's webbed up.
No.
I want to.
I think we're gonna
Especially
leave him
not
for
with
questioning.
fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'll just.
No,
flame,
we're gonna do more than question him.
I'll flame strike whichever guy we've been giving it to the most.
Yeah.
He's gonna Arya Stark him.
Oh God.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have sex with him, Jared. That's.
Oh well, then I have no idea.
Fuck
What you're doing.
that evil.
Roll
what-
flame strike
evil.
damage.
What's this?
Which? How much is
Huh?
this? How much is flame strike damage? Like 4d6 or something like that.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good. It might be more, but I don't remember. What's this key that's in here, Ben? Do you know?
Oh, guys, they're not doing a life swap after this.
This isn't your key, is it?
No.
Okay.
I got 13 damage.
To both of them.
How many flame strikes do I get?
Just one. Let's see. It's only like a 10-foot radius.
Oh, so maybe he puts in the middle right there. You can get both of them.
Oh, I would like to do that.
There's like diagonally, I guess.
No.
No.
Because it's 5 feet a square.
Ah, yeah.
So it's 1d6 points of damage per caster level.
Oh.
So that's 9.
That's
So
96.
that's 13. did I do?
Oh, yeah. And while we're taking this break from the action, everybody, I want to remind everybody to go to laughfinderpod.com where you can find links to our Teespring account, our Patreon, where we
Pick
have
up that 4x4 skin shirt. It is hot.
There's Teespring. We're making a new shirt. There's going to be a fantastic foreskin
33?
shirt.
Yeah.
There's also a Keep
Right.
Al Weird shirt.
Yeah.
This guy is dead.
All right.
Fantastic.
That
Next
death,
is
that death brought to you
Galaxy's
by
turn.
Black Mariah Studio.
How far am I allowed to move?
30 feet.
6 squares.
So 6 squares. And is that diagonal as well?
Yep.
You can only move 2 steps forward and 3 to the right. You're like a knight.
No. We only move in the cha-cha slide motion.
All right. So
To the right now, y'all.
sidling up to that guy, and I'm going to take his head off with my hammer.
All right, roll a d20.
Well, God damn it, 8.
Well,
plus
hold on.
what?
Plus 15.
I have a plus 15.
Yeah,
just
you
do.
have a plus.
You have
15.
absurdly high, yeah.
Okay. So 23.
That's a hit. Plus you get another attack though. So
Yeah.
roll to hit that one.
And add 11 to this.
So 19 plus
31.
30.
More than
Thir-
enough.
thir- enough.
No.
All right.
Yeah, 30 total. Yeah.
Yeah. So roll your damage.
2d6, or is that? Which one is
It's
that?
the same thing. 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
And then add 15 to that.
Good lord. Okay,
So
so
16.
10 plus 15.
25.
25.
That first one. And then the next one, roll that and add 13.
20.
Okay,
Damn.
he's dead.
45.
Nice! I hope you mushed his head. Just crunk. Hey! Huzzah!
There's an audience
I-
with a tarp.
You will get wet.
You guys remember Nixon?
And so 2 of them are dead and 1 of them are captured, and we will resume.
All right. Will the odd company be victorious? What will they do with the guy that's all webbed up now? Probably something untoward. Maybe some butt stuff. Maybe what they do to him will result in a new T-shirt on our Teespring account. Or will they use a previous Teespring shirt and just rip his sphincter? Find out next time on the exciting episode of Love Finder!
All right, guys, you got to help me. When does this episode come out?
I'm not even sure, dude.
Look at the calendar. Look at
I'm
the
looking
calendar.
at it.
Okay, you got a calendar? It's three weeks from now.
Okay, it's then it would be the 27th.
3 weeks from tomorrow.
Or the 28th.
Oh,
We
okay.
do Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Tuesday the 28th.
So that means that we were just at Magooby's with our 90s murder mystery.
Yeah, so don't go there because you can't.
If you want to find out about any more murder mysteries or what we got coming up with Die Laughing Productions, you can go to dielaughingproductions.com.
I can tell you our next show is on the 22nd of June in the Bright Box Theater.
It's so
if
far
that's
away.
you
What are we
wanna
doing? The 90s one there?
Probably, because we haven't done 90s
I love doing the
there.
90s
Have we
one.
done the 90s? No, we
No.
did the 90s one there.
We did. So what are we doing there?
I don't know. We're probably doing some. We're back on our bullshit.
Probably.
You know that.
We'll probably have that new one will be done by then.
Yeah, we'll have a new one.
Okay.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter. We make this shit up as we go, guys. So go to fucking Die Laughing Productions and then, I don't know, go to aircomedy.com.
Yeah.
I'm going right into my plugs from here.
Comedy.com.
Yeah, there's some good shit.
This helps me sync the end of the episode.
Yeah, you can go there, and by the way, check out the Quality Time podcast. New episode up with Tommy Simbazo. The
What?
Critters episode is up right
That's
now.
crazy.
You can hear Tommy and me talk about the movie Critters for 90 minutes.
And
It's pretty
I
good.
just did Mike Moran's confessional episode
I
where
liked
he called
Mike
me up
Moran.
and he was like, "What topic do you want to do?" And I was like, "I have an extensive knowledge of inventive ways to get revenge."
Oh.
So it's a full revenge episode.
Okay.
That will be used me in court.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You do
Smart.
Super Soaker?
Yeah, I did Super Soaker. I did also did
German shit porn.
Yeah, I did. I talked about how you don't really need any proof of ID to change your address.
Oh, right,
Or
okay.
someone else's address.
Okay,
Wow.
good stuff.
You could also I don't want to give away everything.
Okay.
But the effects of Visine on someone if you put it in their beer.
Well, that's actually the old. I don't know if I think they may have taken the stuff out of common Visine, modern Visine.
well, it worked.
Oh, okay.
But of course, this was like 2003 or something.
Yeah, that's I think like
2003,
I think after
2018,
Wedding Crashers, people were like, we have to change Visine.
Well, certainly this happened way longer than the statute of limitations.
Okay.
Have some more Coors Light and we'll wait.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tap the Rockies.
I am shitting on you first, Jared. This is,
What do you got, Bri?
fuck. When is this coming out?
28th
Yeah, the 28th.
Oh.
this month.
Well, guys, you can always check out Meanwhile the Skullbase on the internet. That is skullbase.net. You can check out German to Succeed on Amazon Prime. You can also check out Board in the USA on Amazon as well. Just go give us some of that fucking sweet-ass cash. And if you want to check some other Brian Preston comedy dates, I don't use fucking Google.
Oh, okay, cool.
I will have some shows by then.
It'd be- you know
I don't
what?
have them now because
If
I
we
always get
all-
booked the
if all
week
of our
of.
calendars were synced up, we could just pull up one calendar
Oh, you mean
and
like
know.
that Google Calendar that you,
Yes.
you use?
Hey, Tommy, you
Yes.
know what? There's a word for that. It's called communism.
Yeah.
It would just make my job way easier. Also, if none of us booked bar shows on nights that we're supposed to record Laugh Finder.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's it, because like someone's gonna come to me the weekend and be like, "Hey, you want to get time on this?" And
It's at least paid though, right? You're getting
It
paid.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Thank God. Thank God.
and drink tickets.
Respect. Respect.
Yeah, and exposure, right? You're getting all this exposure.
Yes, it's for a bunch of nudists.
You get 2 Dr. Peppers.
Dorian, do you want to talk about what your little good news you gave us before, or you...
The awesome Critical Role guys reached out to me about collaborating with some projects in the future. They have this channel you should check out. They have
After you check out our channel.
yes, but they have GMs doing talking about the science and craft of gaming. They have Let's Plays. They have playthroughs. They have all sorts of things.
Just think, guys, Matt Mercer is going to listen to an episode of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And then Dorian's going to get kicked off that
Yeah, I was
shit.
about to be like, yeah. Make sure they post all and then when you're leaving, oh, you should also check out my podcast, Laugh Finder, because no one's gonna be cool with this.
But yeah, and also
But that's great news.
Yeah, no, that is awesome.
yeah.
That is fucking awesome.
Also, I will be at BlurredCon.
Sure.
And
I may be there too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's fun. It's so much
Really?
fun.
don't worry. I'll wear the right makeup.
It's
Oh.
called shoe polish.
Oh, you know what you should be like, I'm just as tan as you guys.
Jared,
Just walk into a room with all perception checks. Like,
do you have any minstrel-related shows coming up?
Well, let's see. So this is at the end of May. My May is super busy, but I do know I just booked Magoobies in July.
When?
The 18th through the 20th, I think.
Nice.
I forget exactly who I'm with. I think maybe Pete Coriel. That sounds. Maybe that sounds.
Yeah.
Is that a person?
Nice. That's
Okay.
a person.
But yeah, you can check out JaredStern.com and at Funny Jared on Twitter. If you've enjoyed anything I've said on this podcast, imagine reading it.
And Aaron, do you got anything?
No, but go to our Patreon. I'm not going to do the voice. Go to our
do the-
Patreon because Ben has rearranged some of the prices, so now you can get bonus content for $2.
Hooray!
Wow. we're
Yeah,
almost-
we've lowered our prices.
But
What
there,
are you,
some
nuts?
of it will still be behind the $5 paywall.
yeah, like movie reviews and car casts and whatnot will still be $5, but the bonus content $2.
Oh, you're gonna call those
Okay,
fucking
okay.
around?
Yeah,
You mean we say
behind
like
the
the really
scenes.
fucked up stuff?
Yeah, it's cheaper
Okay.
to get that now.
Yeah, great.
I like it.
Because we're going to be pulling in less money.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Right?
Trust me,
Yeah.
it was a downhill slope as it was.
I don't know like learning about this on air.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.